Hello everyone, this is Greg here, and today this is a completely different video than what I usually do. Train facts from me. There's already people already doing that, but I thought doing something different today, and because I was bored. So I've seen on YouTube, I've seen somebody, a Thomas and Friends fan, and that has posted a photo of a certain locomotive that they were very confused on what the hell were it. So today I'm just gonna do a video about it. So, ladies, gentlemen, and anyone between, because 2026, okay, I would like to introduce you to the Austrian number 1082, which was basically an electric engine. So, so what the hell is it? Well, simple. It was a highly unusual experimental electric engine that was designed to resemble a traditional steam locomotive. I don't know why they did this, but it's Austria. Built back in 1932, as I just found out. I probably have made a comment on that post to saying that it was built in 1923. Probably like an idiot, so I'm just gonna make myself a correction in this video. Built by the Austrian Federal Railway. But only one of them was actually built, and it was eventually scrapped during World War II. Or maybe destroyed, but depends. So it was very much a weird engine, and had a very weird arrangement of a 2E1 or a 1E1 in European notation. And it was scrapped around 1941 and 1942. Now, why is this engine so unusual? Well, this engine is very famous for its unconventional steam-like appearance. Instead of having like a boxy layout like any other electric engines or had any engine at the time, it was designed with a cylindrical casing around its engine, which was basically a massive cylindrical rotatory converter inside of what it looked like a steam locomotive boiler. At the time, engine technology, did. Oh, hold on, sorry. Around this time, the technology for electric locomotives struggled to achieve a conventional power control. So this engine was basically a complex like solution to that problem. So so as you can see, it had overhead and lines connected to it, so it could like a pantograph used to at least channel the energy towards its engine. So and then that engine from the rotary machine that was basically inside the engine, we used it to convert the energy to be able to run on to its DC generator, which would then output traction motors to drive the locomotive. Although, even though they worked quite well, it was extremely very complex, as since it required a highly specific and specialized maintenance, it could not be massively produced, which is one of the reasons why this is the sole survivor, or at least it was due to the fact that it didn't survive right after the war and non-preservation. However, this concept of AC to variable DC power outage using a solid-state traction converters to achieve stempless control was basically something was ahead of its time. Half a century to be exact. Mirroring the principles found in modern electric locomotives. So even though it was basically looked extremely complex, it basically did what it was supposed to be done. Was supposed to do, and its parts were basically ahead of its time. Can you imagine being a man, and somebody just build a locomotive ahead of literal time itself, and then you die knowingly that the engines in these days use the same layout? You feel like you just done something for yourself. You feel like you achieved everything in life at this point. I mean, But in my eyes, it just looks so jarring and funny at the same time. Because when I first saw this locomotive, I thought it for sure it was something similar to what Switzerland did to its tank engines, converting them to heat up the water thanks to electricity. But but instead, no. Instead, Austria just went ahead and said, "You know what? We're gonna build a locomotive that looks like a steam engine, but it doesn't run on steam." Hey, I just want, I just it's just so funny to me. But this is just it. This is basically the video. It was basically this is a short video, to be fair. The shortest one I've done. Actually, probably the longest one actually. Actually, most of my videos literally last like seconds. Like, they don't last that long. Except the video I made about the history of Greg, but nobody really cares about that. And on this channel. But it was just nice to do something a little different. I'll probably give you more locomotive facts that you didn't know. No, I'll probably pull out Wikipedia, Google, cause I'm 17. I don't know anything. Think that much. But I'll probably do something like this similar in the future. Yeah. But I think this is a great way to start it. Even though it was just basically because I was bored. But anyway, this is the end of the video. I'm very, I'll be very happy for any one of you guys to just being here and listen to me to this little conversation of mine. Thank you for being here. Subscribe if you wanna. You don't have to. I ain't gonna force you. And I'll see you next time. Bye.